Welcome to Chemistry Helper. Today's video will show you how to balance chemical equations the easy way using the table method. First, let's review some basics about chemical reactions. In a chemical reaction, atoms are neither created nor destroyed, but only rearranged. So that means we need to have the same number of atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. Here we have hydrogen gas, H2, which is a diatomic molecule, reacting with oxygen gas, another diatomic molecule, to produce water. Let's review some basic terminology about chemical reactions. The chemicals reacting are called the reactants. In this equation, hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants. The chemical produced here is the product, and here it is water. This equation as written here is not balanced. So let's find out how we know it's not balanced, and then let's balance it. We're going to use the table method to balance this equation. And to use the table method, what we want to do is to make a list of the elements that appear in both sides of the equation, and we want to tally those up. So I like to make my list under the arrow. So just go ahead and list the elements that are in this equation. If we look at the left side of the equation, we can see that there are 2 hydrogen atoms and there are then 2 oxygen atoms. And if we look at the right side, we see that there are 2 hydrogens and only 1 oxygen. If we look at our oxygens, we can see that the oxygens are not balanced because there are 2 oxygens on the left side of the equation and only 1 on the right. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put a coefficient in this blank so that it will make our oxygens match up. So I decided to put a 2 in this blank so that we could have 2 oxygens on the right to match our 2 oxygens that are on the left. Now that we've added the 2 as a coefficient for our product, we need to update our tally. Our updated tally shows that we now have 2 oxygens on the right, and we also have 4 hydrogens on the right. As a reminder, we multiply the coefficients by the subscripts, and also as a reminder, the subscript for oxygen in the product is 1. Next, I place a 2 in the coefficient blank next to the hydrogen on the reactant side of the equation, and I update my tally to reflect that there are now 4 hydrogens on the left. Now let's see if we're balanced. On the left we have 4 hydrogens, and on the right we have 4 hydrogens. On the left we have 2 oxygens, and on the right we have 2 oxygens. So this equation is now balanced. Now, as a reminder, your coefficients are 2, 1, and 2. Never, ever, ever change the subscripts. When you're balancing equations, you're only changing the coefficients. We don't want to change the subscripts. So thank you for watching Chemistry Helper, and stay tuned for more videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Chemistry Helper.